Yes, people. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to FBTV. This is our first live show away from watch-alongs. So we're here. Obviously, if you've read the description, I looked at the title, and you can see the screen there. We are going to be doing our 2025-2026 Premier League predictions. Obviously speaks for itself. We're gonna rank first to 20th. We're actually gonna do it from the ground up. I think it's gonna be more interesting to do it from who I believe is gonna get relegated first, and then we'll end with who I believe is gonna be champions. I think we'll do it like that. We'll see how that goes. But this is gonna be tough because if you've watched my live streams, you already know that I feel like it's going to be a very tough season. There are some strong teams in there, as you can see. Have a look. So obviously we've got Arsenal, Villa, Bournemouth, Brentford, Brighton, Burnley, Chelsea, City, Palace, Everton, Fulham, Leeds, Liverpool, Newcastle, Forest, Tottenham, Sunderland, United, West Ham, Wolves. I don't know, but guys, this seems like this. I'm not gonna lie, this seems like the strongest the Prem has been in a minute. Even with the teams that have come up, obviously we'll discuss that in a minute. Even with the three teams that have come up, they've splashed some cash. They brought some players in. Hello, it's Thiago. Hi, you all right, brother? You finished training, obviously. How was it? But yeah. Premier League looks strong, brothers. Premier League looks strong. Don't be afraid to drop in the comments as well. Help me out with this. But what I want to do is I just want to share my opinions first. And then I guess we might do a little community one as well. And you guys can share your thoughts in terms of maybe not the mid-pack, but if we want to just do, top four and then who might get relegated, we can just do that if you want, or we can just do the full table. But I'm gonna go through the full first to 20th. We're gonna go through the whole thing. Let's see if we get some people in here. Let's have a look. First little live show. Not a live. I wouldn't call this a live watch along. It's not a watch along. First little live show today. Don't know how long it's gonna be. I'm not sure how long it's going to be, but what we'll do as well, we'll take a look at some squads as well and see who's done what in terms of business. So let's just go on. Let's go ahead and do that first. Let's go ahead and have a look at squads and stuff. All right, let's see what Burnley, Sunderland, Leeds have done. I mean, even if we have a look at them, we're not going to know the players that they've brought in too much. We're not going to know too much information in regards to the players that they brought in, but we can have a little feel going off. Yeah, my feel's kind of going off last season, and knowing kind of who's lost players and who's brought in players. So we'll have a look. Burnley, I'm not too sure exactly what they've done, to be fair, but I did watch Kyle Walker was obviously the biggest one there. The biggest name, should I say. Kyle Walker's the biggest name there. Got somebody from Chelsea, it looks like. Oh, okay. Jaden Anthony. Wait, has he gone to Bournemouth? Joined from Bournemouth. Well, he was at Leeds. Was he on loan at Leeds then? Right, okay. Marcus Edwards. Right, you see what I mean? Like this is why we've got to have a look, guys, because they have obviously brought in a bit of quality. Marcus Edwards from Sporting, yeah, little player. I'll be honest. I think Bournemouth are getting relegated. Yes, yeah, that is an option for sure. And the reason why is because they've again, I'm just going off some simple metrics here. They've lost a lot of players of Bournemouth. So just going off of that, yeah, possibly. Let's see if there's any names that we know here. Obviously, okay, Brozier from Chelsea. Is he joined? Yep, joined from Chelsea. Okay. So obviously the green ones here are the ones that they've brought in. Is this big enough actually? Is this? I need to zoom it in a bit more so you guys can see. There. Is that a bit better? That is a bit better now. Hopefully you guys can see that. So at the minute we're just having a look to see what sort of transfers people have done. Martin Dubravka, goalkeeper. Okay. Okay. Brought in a left back from Chelsea. Okay, Tuanzebe. What, Tuanzebe already there? Or was he on loan then? And they've secured that loan. Possibly. Hannibal, don't really rate Hannibal too much, to be fair. I think Liverpool will win with their signings. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. We will get to that because obviously we watched Liverpool yesterday. You know, just have a little sneak preview. So that's Burnley. Let's have a look, see what Sunderland have done. And again, guys, I did watch Sunderland's game versus Sheffield United, their playoff final game. Really, if you watch my watch along there, you'll know that I was really impressed with Sunderland. Really, really impressed in regards to how they went about playing their football. You know, it was, yeah, it was good. It was good. Left back from Atletico, Benfica there. Oh, yes, Granit Xhaka. Yep, defensive midfielders. You've got Granit Xhaka. Okay. From Roma. Adingra from Brighton. Okay. Okay. All right. Returned after a loan spell. That's what that means. Okay. Fons. Yo, what's going on, Fons, brother? We're just doing some Premier League predictions. I thought I'd do, this is my first live show. This is my first one, so I thought I'd just, you know, start off nice and steady. A little prediction. I think we're going to work from the ground up. Or should we do it from top to bottom? I think Man U will finish top 5. Okay. We'll see. But obviously I'm going to explain all my positions and stuff. I'll go through and explain it. The mid pack might be a little bit jumbled. That's just going to be kind of off feel, but especially the relegation and the top 8, you know, should have a bit of rhythm to it. But the mid pack might just be a little bit. I forgot Xhaka played for Arsenal. Yeah, he played for Arsenal, and he's come from Bayer Leverkusen. That's where he's actually come from. Does it say that? Yeah. So Bayer Leverkusen. All right. So that's Sunderland. Obviously, followed a little bit of Leeds as well. So we know Leeds have brought in a fair few players. I'm not too sure who they are, to be fair, but I do know they've done. They've been active in the transfer market. Obviously, Sean Longstaff with the number 8 shirt. Again, much ratings, not really. Jack Harrison's returned, yep, from a loan spell from Everton, of course. Don't forget to smash them likes up, people. Don't forget to smash them likes up, get that video out there. Sam Greenwood has returned, yep, from a loan spell. Preston North End, yep, I don't see him getting any games. Obviously, Lucas Numeka, he obviously got a brother, Felix. Felix is at what, Dortmund? He's at Dortmund. Anton Stach, he's supposed to be a decent little player, defensive midfielder. Goodmanson from Losk. Ground up, get the relegation dons out of the way. Yeah, all right, cool. We'll do that. We'll go from the ground up. Well, we're just having a look to see what who's been doing what in the transfer market, because obviously I've not been paying too much attention to it, so that might sway my decisions. Do you know what I'm saying? Probably what. Obviously, I don't know if this has been updated, but Everton, Jack Grealish, You know what I mean? So again, that might change my mind with certain things. So they've got Jack Grealish coming in, new stadium, vibes. Do you see what I'm saying? So Thiago's saying Leeds might finish top 8. That's a bit of a stretch, I'll be honest, brother. That's a bit of a stretch. Okay, so let's have a look. From Brighton there. Left back from Munich. Dewsbury Hall. Decent centre mid. Who are we on here? Forget who we on. Everton. So Dewsbury Hall. Carlos Alcatraz. Okay, I'm not sure who that is. I'm not going to gas and think like I know who everyone is. Barry from Villarreal. Did I watch him the other day? 30 million euros. Ooh, it's expensive because this better. We don't rate better around here. I'll be honest. Yeah, this kid's good. Endai. Yeah, proper player, number 10. Yeah, he's good. So they're going to have Jack Grealish amongst this as well. It's going to be a solid Everton team. It's not going to be anything crazy. We obviously we know it's not going to be anything crazy. It's going to be solid. They've not done too much. They're not done too much, have they? Let's go to Wolves. I feel like Wolves needed to do a little bit of work. Let's see what they've done. No idea who that is. That's one player in. 2, 3, 4. Fabio Silva returned from loan spell. Wolves haven't done a lot. Wolves haven't done a lot. And they might find themselves in trouble. I'll be honest. But just going off purely going off last season as well. Like, there are some teams where you're thinking like they need to do some work. Fulham's one of them. Not Fulham. Wolves, one of them. Like, work to do. Like 110%. Grealish got bought by Everton. That's crazy. Yeah, man. Fell out with Pep, didn't he? He fell out with Pep. So let's have a look at Fulham. Fulham again, steady team. Steady team. Work to do. Yeah, I would say so, but steady. You know, the likes of Tom Carney, player, Josh King, Smith Rowe, Pereira, Awobi, Adama Traore, Raul Jimenez. You know, they've got some solid players in there. Again, it's not going to be anything crazy. Ryan Sessegnon, Tete. Who else have they got? Calvin Bassey as well. They haven't done much. Sort of brought a keeper in. Other than that, they haven't done anything. Do you know what I'm saying? They brought a keeper in. That's it. And this is why we're doing this. This is why we're going through this, to see what teams have done. So obviously Fulham are happy with Marco Silva, their coach. Obviously kind of happy with what they've got. We'll take a look at where they actually finished last season as well. If I can get the Prem table up from last season. Let's have a look. Premier League table 24-25. If I can get that up. Let's have a look at the standings. We'll see what guys did last season, and we'll kind of use that. West Ham, work to do. Like, we played them in pre-season. Again, you could see they were trying to do some things because they've got a decent coach in Graham Potter, but quality-wise, lacking. Like, just pure quality, just lacking. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's only so much coaching can do. You do need quality. Two goalkeepers, a centre back, Todibo. Right back, Kyle Walker-Peters. That's not exciting. I don't know who these guys are. Freddie Potts. Callum Wilson's just not enough, is it? It's just not enough. It's just not enough in terms of quality. They're going to struggle. They're going to have a hard time. I feel like West Ham. Brentford lost a fair few players. Let's have a look. Does it show as well who left? Departures, yes. So Jesus, look at who they've lost. Ben Mee. Is he out of contract though? Yeah, out of contract then. So they lost their keeper, defensive midfielder, and obviously Brian Mbeumo. It's tough. It's tough. Top arrivals, Jordan Henderson. Again, like literally just steady. Donovan, don't know who that is. Again, I don't know who these guys are, but you know, it just have to be a wait and see thing. Fabio Carvalho, player. That there, you're saying a little bit of quality. Jan Wissa, obviously. You got Thiago, I don't know, I'm not too sure. Really seen him play too much. Can't gas it. Cannot gas it. Forest, I don't think they've done too much work. Obviously, Alanga's gone. Danilo, Souza, Matt Turner, okay. Igor Jesus, no idea. We're not going to spend too much time on that. No idea. We watched Palace the other day, like literally yesterday. Kayode is a ball of Brentford. Let's have a look. This right back here. What are you saying is a baller, yeah? Yeah, I know, but there's only so much you can do from right back, you get me? Do you know what I'm saying? Whilst, yep, might be a baller. There's only so much you can do from right back. Do you see what I'm saying? But again, Palace, I don't really need to even look at Palace. We watched them yesterday. They're going to be absolutely fine. Wissa still might leave Brentford. Yes, 100%, man. But where though? Wissa to go like where? Like because anything for him now is just a sidestep, innit? Don't you think? Anything for him leaving Brentford is like it's just a sidestep. Nothing's really going to be. Do you know what I mean? Maybe that next level, maybe like a Tottenham. It's just not going to be. Do you know what I mean? Palace looked fine yesterday. Palace looked fine, and obviously they've got a decent coach in Glasner. Newcastle, yeah. Newcastle option. I think that's the only sort of, maybe the next sort of step up, I guess. Especially with them having Champions League football. Aston Villa, again, solid Premier League team. I don't know what they've done in terms of outgoings and whatnot. Let's just have a quick look. Top departures. Who's actually gone? But that's what I'm saying. I don't know if guys realize that Philippe Coutinho was still a what do you call it? A Villa player. Not many guys realized, Not many guys realized. But out of those guys, I mean, yeah, they haven't really lost anyone, Villa. And this guy, 30 million euros, would have to wait and see. I don't know who he is. I'm not going to guess it. But Villa will be fine. In terms of where I think they'll finish, we'll get onto that. Brighton, obviously, Baleba. He's still there, but he might leave. Who have they lost? Top departures, João Pedro. Mate, we're going to get onto him. We are going to speak about João Pedro later on. João Pedro, Estupinian, yes. Yep, he left. Adingra, yep, gone to Sunderland. We just spoke about that. I didn't realise, but we just spoke about it. Who they brought in? Obviously, they're just going to bring in a lot of players who we're not too sure about. Tom Watson, yep, I remember they brought in Tom Watson. So he left shortly after he scored the winner against Sheffield United in the what do you call it? In the playoff final. Decent little player, actually. I didn't watch him for long, but you can tell who's a player and whatnot really quick. But yeah, they're gonna bring in players. Brighton always do this. They always bring in players that unknown but serious sort of quality. So I feel like Brighton will be okay, but maybe just okay. Do you know what I mean? Newcastle United have brought a couple of players in. Obviously, most notably, Anthony Elanga, and Ramsdale is coming as well. That's about it. So left, obviously, Sean Longstaff to Leeds United. We've obviously spoken about that. Lloyd Kelly, Callum Wilson, who his future was up in the air for a long time at Newcastle, but he's finally left. Not good enough in Newcastle's eyes, in my eyes as well. Not good enough. So again, Newcastle pretty happy with what they've got. Clearly, you know, and if they can keep Isak, and if he's happy, it's not just about keeping him. If he's happy, do you know what I mean? Obviously, they'll be okay. Sandro Tonali, Joelinton. Who else is in their midfield? I forget. Who's the other guy in their midfield? Joelinton, Tonali. Yeah, Bruno. Obviously, to keep them fit. Solid midfield. Joelinton, I'm not a fan of Joelinton, but it is what it is. Solid side for Newcastle. Nothing expensive, nothing too crazy. And Ilya Elanga and Gordon on your wings is probably what you're looking at. Joelinton, yeah. He's an athlete, innit? Like, do you know what I mean? But I prioritize footballers first. Not we obviously know the way the game's gone. It's athletes first and then football afterwards, which I don't understand. I just don't understand. We're not doing MMA here. Yeah, people are talking about how strong players are and this, that, and the other. And it's just like, do you know what I mean? We're kicking a football. We're not trying to grapple people down to the ground, are we? Like, you know what I mean? It's beyond my comprehension. You know, I understand a little bit of athleticism. Yeah, I understand it, but mate, madness. Anyway, Tottenham Hotspurs. Let's see what they've done. What the hell have they done? Son's gone. Højbjerg. They probably don't care about any of these guys leaving. They're probably not overly bothered. Anyway, Mohamed Kudus. Ooh, Matthias Tell. Jesus. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about Tell. But Palhinha's in there. Kevin Danso. Don't know who that is. I'm not gonna lie. Luka Vuskovic. Not sure. But they obviously have a top coach in Thomas Frank. Yeah. Manor Solomon has returned from loan from Leeds. However, I think there's still talks of him joining Leeds. He has returned. Brian Gill again. I don't see these guys getting games at Tottenham. Solomon did well in the Championship last season. Obviously, we watched him. Like he done well in the Champ, but like Tottenham, I don't see it. So Palhinha, he's actually returned from loan. Okay, so they haven't actually signed him. Yeah, loan fee. What? Well, they paid a loan fee to get him back. What's that about? So I mean, Tottenham might be up there just due to Thomas Frank working his magic. I don't know how they've got on during pre-season. I know they lost the other day, didn't they? 4-0. Can't remember who to. Man United. Our boys. We have done some serious work in the trip. We've done like big outgoings, big incomings. It's mental what we've done. Anyway, let's have a look. Rashford out. Obviously, bro, we watched Rashford. Did you see Fonz, did you see missing open goal? Mental. So he missed an open net. Lindelof's gone. Ericsson's gone. Johnny Evans, where's he gone? Oh, retired. Okay, fair enough. Rotherham United, Dan Gore. And this is the thing about our fans, yeah, hyping up Dan Gore and this side of it's gone Rotherham United, bro. Do you see what I'm saying? These fans are weird, I'll be honest. Anyway, Benjamin Sesko, bro, can't wait to see him play. And Buemo, Cunha, Cheeto, top arrivals. He was already here. Diego Leon, we'll have to see. Looks like an athlete, but if footballing wise, we'll have to wait and see, won't we? Yeah, I saw it today. Rashford going through it. Johnny Evans is our loan manager. Okay. Oh yeah, bro. I seen actually. I actually knew he got given some booky little made up role. I don't know about that. Kind of mad. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see where I place my team, Man United. Liverpool, they've done absolute madness in the window. Trent's gone. Diaz, Nunez, not good enough. Darwin Noodles, not good enough. Kwanzaa done well with these. Look at the money that they've got. Yeah, some made up role. I'll be honest. I don't know what that was. I don't know. I'm not sure. Verts, Ekitike, Frimpong, Kirkez, and then obviously as it was, he come from under 21s. Okay, promotion, little promotion thing. But Liverpool, ooh, they're not gonna walk it. We'll get onto that, but they ain't gonna walk it. It's gonna be tough. Trust me. Chelsea, interesting. They've done some work. So Madueke, don't know how they've got that kind of money for him. João Felix, second striker. Petrovic. Bloody hell, they've got some money for these lot, innit? I know this is in euros, but still. Not sure who that is. Dewsbury Hall as well. Decent little player. Bino Gittins, Esteval, Steve, until I see what he can do. João Pedro looks a proper player, but so João Pedro, we've got Steve, Bino Gittins, Hato, not too sure. Liam Delap, we'll have to wait and see. He's got the number 9 shirt, but João Pedro is looking like an absolute monster. I'll be honest. He looks every part a Chelsea player. And he's going to be key to where I'm going to place Chelsea. He's going to be key. Arsenal. Again, I don't feel like they needed to do too much. Solid side. Again, we're going to have to wait to see what type of football they're going to play this season. Is it just going to be really solid, or is it going to, but interesting departures. Tavares, Tomiyasu, out of contract, looks like, without a club. He hasn't even got a club. This is mental. Thomas Partey, free transfer. Terrankini, free. Jorginho, free. Obviously, big signings. We know about Gyökeres, Mendy, Madueke. No idea how he's got this move. Noni. I'm not actually too sure. I'm not actually sure what they've seen in him. I genuinely have no idea. I can't understand it. Mosquera. I think I've been using this kid on FC 26 on the beta. I'm pretty sure this is the centre back I've been using. Yeah, if we're gonna go by that, he's been getting twisted up, to be honest. Norgard as well. So they've strengthened, I guess, or reinforced new players, new mindset, maybe. Man City, they are looking. I don't know if you've seen today, guys, but they're looking to sell Savinho. But obviously, they're wanting latest rumors Rodrigo though, which I am very surprised about. Savinho, I thought he was a good player, you know, but maybe he just doesn't match what they're wanting to do this season. Maybe that's what it is. So let's have a look. Departures. Yan Couto, really was a City player. Mental. These lot just have players for days, man. I'll be honest. Yan Couto, Kevin De Bruyne, obviously free transfer. No idea. Who have they brought in? Obviously James Trafford. Don't know if he's going to be the number one. Aït-Nouri, Ryan Cherki, Tijani Reinders are the notable ones. Naipan, central midfielder. Name rings a bell. I've not seen him play. So we know City are going to be there and thereabouts. So we've just gone through all the squads and stuff. The only other thing, what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to pull this over here. Let's have a look to see where everyone finished last season. And just going off this, let's figure out where people are going to finish this season. Mid-table is just going to be a bit of, kind of like a hot mess. It's going to be a bit of a hot mess. Mid-table, I'll be honest. Crystal Palace, so top 10. So we got Villa, Forest, Brighton, Bournemouth, Brentford, Fulham, Palace, Everton. Okay. All right. We've got an idea. I'm going to keep that up on there so I can see that whilst I do my predictions. So right, let's go ahead and get into it, man. Let's go ahead and get into it. So who do I think is going to come 20th? Who out of these lot do I feel is going to come last? I don't think I can look past Burnley. I'll be absolutely honest with you. What does this do? Oops. We don't want to do that. Okay. But dead last, Burnley. After watching them last season, not impressed. And even with the signings, struggling. 19th. Who else are also going to get relegated out of these guys? It is extremely tough. However, I feel Bournemouth are going to be going down. Bournemouth are going to be going down. Guys. This is, I'm not going to lie, this is really tough. Is this? Really tough. But I've got Burnley, Bournemouth to go down. In actual fact, I'm going to have Sunderland to go down as well. But I'm going to have them here. Right? I'm going to have them there. Yeah. Yeah, I'm guessing you don't have Bournemouth where I've got them, but yeah, I feel like their time's up. You know, I'll be honest. I just feel like their time's up. Obviously, they lost Hoyson as well. I don't think we saw that, did we? Who else did they lose? They lost a few players. No, Bournemouth. I'm sure they did. Obviously, they lost Dean Hoyson. Now, next to just avoid relegation. To just avoid relegation. Right. I don't think I can decide. Guys, I haven't actually thought about this until like literally just now. I haven't actually thought about this until literally just now. So I'm thinking Leeds and West Ham, but I don't know exactly which position to put them in. I'm thinking Leeds and West Ham. I'm thinking Leeds to finish what, 17th? In fact, no. Actually, Wolves. Wolves. I actually have Wolves to finish here, right? I feel like Leeds will finish above Wolves, you know. I'll be honest. And then I'll have West Ham. So is this just so this is so right, so I need to put these up here, don't I? Right. So that's 17th to avoid relegation, right? Then I've got 3 teams that I need here, right? So Leeds just above West Ham. Surprised I haven't gone for Wolves going down. Yeah, do you know what it is? Do you know what? I was literally just because I actually forgot about them, but they are going to struggle. Actually, do you know what? Do you know what? I actually the thing is, I might change this here because no, even though I watched Sunderland, right? Even though I watched Sunderland, have they got enough to stay up? I mean, they approach the football the right way. I just don't think they've got enough to stay up. But Wolves only just. I mean, you know what I mean, only just. Then obviously Leeds above Wolves, West Ham, and then I feel like one of the biggest drop offs we're going to see this season, Forest, they're going to struggle. I'll be honest, they were playing well above where they should have been last season. Well above. Do you know what I'm saying? Now, what I'm going to do. So, we've got 3 teams in here. Then we've got 17th, 16th for Leeds United, 15th, that's 18th, 17th, yeah. 16. Six. Oh, so there should be 4 teams in here actually, shouldn't there? Yeah. So 16th, 15th, 14th, and 13th. Right. There should be 4 teams in here. So who finishes above Forest? Do I think is Brentford as well? Because I don't actually believe Brentford do that well this season. I'll be honest. Tricky. what I might do is so what we'll do, I think we'll get them on. I think we'll get them on so we can see them, and I might just rejig it because it's the mid table that's going to be a little bit difficult. That's going to be the hardest bit, is the mid table. You know, the likes of, you know, Crystal Palace, Everton, Fulham, Brentford, Brighton. That's going to be sort of like your mid table sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City, top four. So you got Arsenal to win, Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City. Okay, we'll see what mine looks like. We'll see. But this mid table's kind of hard. I'll be honest. Ooh, kind of going off gut instinct sort of thing. You see, on the same sort of level, I'd say these three, you know, Palace, Everton, Fulham, they're kind of on the same sort of level for me. You know, where did they all finish last season? Yeah. I feel Brentford struggle. I feel like Brentford struggle. I do. And then, so that's going to be my lower mid table, and then my mid table teams. You know, you're looking at, so you've got what is that, 5 mid table teams there? So 12th, 11th, 10th, 9th, 8th. So 5 teams. So included in that, I'd put what, Brighton, Palace, Everton, Fulham. And another team. Probably like Man United. Nah, I don't know. Let's have a look. Everton new stadium. I think Brighton are ahead of all of these lot though. I think Brighton are ahead of Palace, Everton, and Fulham. For sure, mate. For sure. What do we think, guys? What do we think? Brentford, Fulham. What are we saying? Fulham, Everton, Palace. Jeez, this is hard, you know. This is harder than I thought. This is harder than I thought, you know. This is ridiculous. I'll be honest. We might have to rejig it. We might have to rejig. Where do I feel Tottenham finish with thingy? Now we finish ahead of Spurs. I'll be honest. Do you know what I'm saying? We finish ahead of Brighton as well. I'll be real. You know why I'm putting Man United? So Brighton here. Man United. Top 7. We've got 1 game a week. Think about that. We have 1 game a week. Villa, Newcastle. So we've got them teams on there. And then the top 4. This is where it gets juicy, you know. This is where it gets juicy. I'm going to have Arsenal 4th. City 3rd. And it comes down to these two, Chelsea and Liverpool. Guys, it comes down to Chelsea and Liverpool. And this is how it's going to look. Boom. That's it. That is it. So as you can see, oops, sorry. That goes here, doesn't it? And there's one champion, isn't there? There's one champion. There you go. I don't think that looks too bad. To be fair, I have Chelsea champions, and do you know why? It's not even because they've just bought a lot of players. I just feel like that João Pedro is going to be the key. I just feel like João Pedro is going to do damage in the smaller games and the big games as well. And this is just going to be the difference. That is going to be the difference for me. And I don't even think I'm going to change it too much, actually. So, it says 20th. So, Burnley, 20th. Sunderland, 19th. Bournemouth, 18th. Wolves, just to avoid relegation. Leeds, to survive as well, but 16th. West Ham, Forest, Brentford. Do I change Brentford and Forest round? No. I think I'm going to leave it like that. Fulham, Everton, Palace, Spurs, Brighton, Man United have got one game, and I feel like we're going to have a decent season, actually, you know. I feel like we might be okay. In fact, do you know what I'm going to do? Nah. Ruben Amorim's still got to show me a bit more for me to put us higher than 7th. I'll be honest. But just because of the quality that we've got now in there, Cunha, Mbeumo, Sesko, just because of the sheer quality, we might do okay. But yeah, I've got Chelsea to win the league this season. I have Chelsea to win the league this season, guys. So, yeah, man, that is it. I think Thiago is saying Arsenal. He's got Arsenal to win the league. I don't feel that's going to be the case. Chelsea to come second, Liverpool third. Yeah, mine's slightly different to that. But it's the mid pack that was really hard, to be honest, because this will juggle up and down because these lot are going to take points off each other. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't think the relegation looks too bad. I don't think that's far off. Some people might put a Wolves in there, but you know, some people might put a Wolves in there. But I can't look past. I just can't look past Burnley and Bournemouth. Maybe swap out Sunderland and Wolves. Maybe. Yeah. I just feel Leeds stay up just because maybe they've done it before, you know, and sheer adrenaline. I think we'll get them through. Quality wise, maybe I don't know. I again watched a lot of Leeds last season. So Daniel Farke goes about his football the right way, I'd say. But I'd need to actually see their players that they've brought in. You'd have thought that it's more quality, but you know, we'll have to wait and see. So, guys, that is it. That is it. Quick little live show I thought I'd do. my Premier League predictions, as you can see there, Chelsea to win the league, Champions League, Liverpool, City, Arsenal. Can't look past those teams, can we? Really? And then these guys in here just to battle it out in the mid pack, you know, kind of Man United, Brighton. Let's just have a look at the fixtures as well for the start of the Prem. So the fixtures are here. Can you guys see that? Let's put that a bit bigger. So they're the start of the Premier League season. So Friday, which is this week, we've got Liverpool, Bournemouth. Again, this is what I'm saying. Like, I can't look past Liverpool win. Straight off the bat, Newcastle, Villa. Again, mid-pack, Brighton, Fulham, Sunderland, West Ham. Kind of got them down there. Burnley, Wolves, Man City. Kind of a bogey team. Wolves are for Man City. But I think they passed that test, no problem. Then obviously Super Sunday, we've got Forest, Brentford again, little mid-pack team, Chelsea, Crystal Palace. Even though Palace did well the other day, can't look past. And then Monday night, we got Leeds, Everton. So, interesting start to match week 1 as well. Interesting. We'll see how the Premier League table looks next week. It's Monday today, isn't it? Yeah, so we'll see what the Premier League table looks. Kind of like this time next week, really. This time next week, we'll have a look. Might even do a little recap show as well to see how, you know, we'll discuss how those teams got on. We'll discuss what the Premier League table looks like to begin with. There's going to be a lot of changes. So, yeah, man. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the live show. Nothing too crazy. Little predictions show. So I've put my predictions out there. It's on record. And then what we'll do at the end of this season, we'll come back and have a look to see how far off I was in terms of the predictions and stuff. But yeah, mid-pack was hard, man. Mid-pack was hard. I think top 4 was quite easy. Relegation was quite easy, but mid-pack, you just don't have a clue, do you? Like, no one knows what that's going to look like. No one. But yeah, guys, anyone new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Smash a like on the video for me, please. We'll be back on Wednesday as well. Might do a little stream on Wednesday night because we've got Super Cup, Tottenham and PSG, right? So make sure you tune in for that. Make sure you tune in for that, guys.